Hi, my name is Tim. I've been redeemed. You know that misinformation accounts for about 99% of what we hear in America, and probably about 99% of that is unintentional. It's ignorance. We think that we know more than we really do. All of us do. It's our human natures to think that we are superior and intelligent to everyone else. And what really makes me mad is when people somehow think they've got it figured out, when what there is to figure out is so massive that we small, incredibly small-minded human beings think that we can figure it all out. When we use misinformation to carry out our objectives, we are putting reality in danger. I'll say this in no small way. The core of our financial situation in America is misinformation. Misinformation is destroying America, and that's what it's intended to do. Now, we can trace this back to for at least the last 100 years. The more intelligent we got, the more intelligent we thought we were, and the more we crept away from what we could prove to what we could theorize. And this is serious. This is really serious. You know, it's kind of like taking what is common sense and blowing it out of proportion, because it is so easy to follow that general acceptance of something. It's like saying, if you stick your head underwater, you will drown. That's common sense. So you can carry that to a degree, whereas that I wouldn't dare put water in my mouth because I'll drown. And if you do not have water, you will die. This sounds so bizarre, probably to you, but this is the way we carry things from the point of the rational to the point of the irrational. In America, we have we've been blessed by a blessing that took laborious work off of our shoulders and placed it on machinery. And the instrument for doing that was oil, internal combustion engine. And we have taken the internal combustion engine, which delivered us from the bondage of hard, burdensome labor all day, every day, to the country that we now live in. And we want to take the internal combustion engine and demonize it. We want to demonize oil. And as a result of demonizing oil, we have pushed the cost of oil up, cost of gasoline up to a point that it is strangling the younger generations. It's strangling me, but it's strangling the younger generations. I remember when I could scrape up $2 worth of gas and make it for another 2 days. Today you couldn't scrap up $10 and make it for another 2 days. This is a serious problem and is causing for serious issues. And what we don't understand, because we can't see the big picture, is that not only does this cause a problem within households of having to make it to work every day, it's causing an issue with the delivery of goods from the resource to the user, the end user, and every stage in between. And you got to understand that the transportation of goods, of material, whether it be dirt for fertilizer or produce from a garden to somebody in a big city who eats it. Gas touches our life. Fuel touches our life at every point. And if we take fuel out of America, if we took gasoline out of America, the whole system would crumble. We depend so much on transportation that society would crumble. So we have taken the very foundation of our society, and we've tried to break it in pieces by demonizing the development of oil, the pumping of oil out of the ground, the burning of oil. We've demonized it. And the purposes, I mean, they can, there are many reasons why this could be done. And one is because people believe it's dangerous, but I don't, anybody who's educated, who believes that burning gasoline has caused ecological problems, have no understanding of how the internal combustion engine has relieved the atmosphere, because it is one of the most efficient ways of generating useful power. The exhaust from an engine exists naturally in our atmosphere. They exist naturally in the universe. Every part and every bit of it. And the largest source of carbon monoxide is natural in origin, and due to photochemical reactions in the troposphere. It's strange that we would think that it's going to destroy the world when we ourselves expel carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is extremely important for plant life. Well, if we do not place oil in its prominent role, if we do not understand that it's had a prominent place and that it is a blessing, it is a godsend, it is not a curse, it is not destroying us. It literally has done the opposite of what it's accused of. And this is no small thing, this is a big thing. We are crippling ourselves by destroying oil. We are crippling ourselves by destroying oil. If we do not turn around this one major thing, if we don't stop this and reverse its role, put it on high where it should be, we're going to pay for it for years and years. It's extremely important to me to get this message out. To me, it's as clear as anything could possibly be. To me, it's black and white. I mean, it's just obvious to me. And I guess as a student of the internal combustion engine when I was younger, understanding the use and the design and what it did, made me have a heads up when people started cursing oil. And if you've ever went to an oil field, a location where they had multiple oil wells, you have to ask yourself, what damage is this doing to our universe? What damage is this doing to our ecology? What damage is this doing to our earth. It's all a psychological lie. It's all made up. It's fiction. And it's intended to destroy America. It's intended to destroy, to control, to regulate, to have power over mankind. If mankind, especially mankind in America where we can, if we don't stand up to this atrocity, we're going to suffer the consequences. This is my cry to you, to cry out to your friends, to spread this word. Oil needs to come down to $25 a barrel. Gasoline needs to come under $1.50 a gallon. If it does not, there is no fix. There is no fix for America's crisis. There is no fix for America's crisis without the price of gas coming down to a manageable level. Thank you. God bless.